easy.
Alright, while we wait for Ant to be ready, we just saw 83, very close match actually, with Danny. 100k point advantage, but basically same accuracy, same combo, like not same combo, but both had 0 misses at rank. They really could have been anyone's point. And now Kuda, I'm not really sure about the situation, but just Kuda the way dragon. Kuda pick with Nomad 1. Danny's not really known for his Nomad 1, but I'm sure he can do it. I know he's tap back, but like seeing his aim shake that much is funny. Also the KI, Kuda is already up to 93 from accuracy. Danny down below 95, recovering. It was 93 earlier. I mean, he's gonna be the first one to break. Kuda will have the advantage for now. That's right, of course he missed. He's gonna be so score capped. Oh my god, someone changed his status to an actual status. Impossible. This lighter, trickier aim section does not catch anyone. And it's gonna be Kuda still with an FC. Impeccable accuracy. What's going on in the shot? Bro switched to Linux and had this whole thing delayed like 20 minutes. My host turning. While all that happened, Kuda still holding the combo. Actually, both players still held all their combo up until now, except for Danny who missed once. However, if we were to see Kuda miss here, it could be a chance for Danny to come back. Yeah, all of them. First them, I don't think there's anything to curse. Not right now, at least. Okay, but did you just see that Danny shake though? What the fuck was that? How does he hit it? Danny's accuracy actually came back from a 95 to 96, now pushing 97. Kuda still holding a very good accuracy at 98, and the FC at that. We might be looking at a point already by Kuda. He will unfortunately miss. I wouldn't count that as a curse. But even though, no, never mind, then he will not hold combo throughout this last section here.
Alright. Test. Oh. Joining a little late. Yo. Good on Kuda. Good point.
Very good on Kuda. So far we've had 1 pick each and 1 point each, no break points. Pretty much expected for the first few rounds, up until like maybe the 3rd or 4th pick.
Yeah. And I went ahead and opened the qualifier sheet too, because I was just curious. It looks like map-wise, I mean, I think they're probably gonna score just about even on a lot of these pits, except of course, you know, with Danny being such a heavy reading player and then also having not that great of a time on Hard Rock, those might be like the outlier pits. Like Hidden and Hard Rock, I think are gonna matter a lot here. But I don't know too much about Kuda's like specific skill set, so it might surprise us.
I saw through his logs on the ATX bot, like his past matches, he actually only has like 2 rounds played ever before VSUS.
Okay.
He hasn't had much of a tournament history.
Yeah, he probably just is trying to break through here, and
oh my
I should
god.
look up his profile. Should look at some of his top plays, maybe. That might tell us a little more. Because looking at qualifiers, I would not say he doesn't have like any standout skill set yet. But let's see.
While you're looking through the profile, we'll be looking into a Nomad 5 pick by Danny. Almost expected, since he, like you said, is a very reading heavy player. And well, after seeing Cookie's comment on this when picking into Adam, it's really funny, but I feel like, yeah, I think we're looking into a landslide here.
Yeah, I think so. I think if there is probably one player you'd pick that could play this in this bracket, or that could at least learn this, Danny is him.
Yeah, pretty much. This might be the only good score we might see from this map. Considering all matches will likely play or maybe band it.
Yeah.
I know Hyuki wants Katyn to keep it when the match happens, but that's for later. We will be seeing Danny with 200 combo. Impeccable accuracy. What the fuck, man?
But yeah, just yeah, he's doing his thing, doing Danny things. These shades are kind of crazy that he's still holding, but that's tap edge for you. Looking at Kuda's profile, yeah, it does look like he's just mostly consistency, not a lot of mods playing in here. So I think he's just gonna try to get through on raw mechanics. And I don't see any like standout reading plays or anything like that, or speed plays. So
At all?
I mean, nothing that screams as like that's gonna be his for sure pick. I think he's probably gonna play safe on these picks, but we'll see. Like I said, don't have too much tourney data, so he may pick something crazy here. I do think if he knows his opponent or looked into it a little, he might want to pick something hard rock, but we'll see.
It should be a very strong pick into Danny. But
yeah,
enough of that. We're still looking at a Danny FC.
Yeah, that's the only reason why I was yapping on that, because
wow.
Well, nice. Add another one to the tally. Another good curse.
Man, this is not good for them. This is not good. This is not good.
I mean, it's still kind of just an insane score for this for this matchup.
Yep. Well, I mean, Kuda did his best. 100k is nothing to scoff at. It would be higher than both scores from the first match, sitting at 700.
Yeah,
no,
I was about to say
700. 70k.
It could even be like, I mean, like you said, we may not see the matchup or the map a whole bunch more hit, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's probably on the higher end of what we might end up seeing. He probably did practice it a little bit, but yeah, it's just gonna be rough going into this matchup.
Straight into a Nomad 2 pick, like you said, we're going to steer deeper into consistency plays here. I mean, yeah,
and
I
this
think
is
this was expected,
pick, right? Yeah, red
yeah.
Pick, yeah. I think so. I think if I had to give him any points, just from looking at the qualifier sheet, I think just keeping it simple, trying to play good mechanics, good consistency. I think that's gonna win you, or at least get you points here.
Meryl, Loker, Kennerly, I think Danny can play this. Like, I think he could get some score, but Kuda is the one that did best on consistency, and during quals as well. I think he did better on number 2 than Danny. Pretty sure.
I think I don't think the BPM is gonna be what would be the killer of Danny here. I think tap eds with these types of streams might end up leading to some really weird breaks that
look at the shake.
Cost him the point. I know. The shake is already starting, and these aren't even like the big build-ups yet. And there's that's kind of what I'm talking about. I think because he can definitely play this BPM. I've seen him stream even higher BPM than this, but I think his aim is gonna be what matters the most here.
Danny will be missing once more because of the shaky aim, and on the other side, Kuda still holding the full combo. 98, 97 accuracy now, just a slight drop, but still very good accuracy nonetheless.
Yeah, I think we're definitely not giving him enough credit here, because that's a rough one. Yeah,
that's unfortunate.
Maybe we should just not watch him then. Let him do his thing. But I mean, unfortunately,
I would say it's not our fault.
Really mounted a huge combo lead. Yeah, and then he drops there, so it's gonna be pretty rough with only half the map left to catch up now.
Not the live earthquake gif. That's diabolical. But as doomer as it is to say it now, even with a quarter of the map left, I feel like it's pretty much set that this point is going to Kuda.
I think
look at the accuracy drop once more.
Yeah, because even with like how chain missable this map can be, I do think just the athlete alone is already such a huge buffer for him. So it's a pretty strong pick here.
Hello, Bencho, please. Don't edge us, please.
It's just gonna skip straight to I was gonna say it's gonna just show us the results. Nice.
GG.
Danny won the maps for us. Yeah.
Holy.
What a huge comeback.
550k. Even without a full combo, that's like an incredible score.
Yeah, no, I would say that's really good here. 96 AC on that. It's also probably
Danny
one of the
just
better
died.
ones.
Where's Danny's score?
Let's just assume maybe he just stopped playing, or Bonch hasn't caught up.
True. Nah, you guys just don't see the division. Danny got 670k. You guys just don't see it. Oh, now we definitely won't see it. We're already going to the 5th pick. maybe. Likely a hidden one, right? Either hidden one or 3.
Yeah, I think so. Although, yeah, I guess given what's left, hidden 1 or no mod 3 are probably going to be the stronger ones. But again, it's kind of hard to tell how well Kuda might play into, like, you know, a no mod 3 or a no mod 4 type skill set. Because we know he's already good on the consistency he's shown. I almost even wonder how skill capped he is, because I wonder if any of the DT, like DT2, would get picked by either of these players. They left it open, so that might be like a wild card pick later.
You're right. I feel like Kuda might still have the edge on a more speed-oriented map.
Yeah.
Are we? Oh, they're stuck on finishing.
Yeah. Well, while they're doing that and sorting out the lobby, looking back at the quals, DT2, if it does go to that, Kuda had a 260k, and Danny's was a lot worse than that, at 111k. So maybe if he is looking at those results, not that it would be the same type of map necessarily, maybe that will be a back pocket pick that he might want to lean into.
Thinking like this current DT2, even though it is different, I feel like might be the best representation of speed that he could go for, maybe.
Yeah, because from what I remember of it, it's mostly just the raw speed, the raw burst, a lot of consistency in that matter. Nothing too gimmicky, nothing too out there. Not really any like weird tet traps or any weird aim either, so that could be something.
Ready. And like predicted, we'll be looking into a no 3 pick. I'm just worried about... Oh no, actually he just does only need those 2 picks. Because if it was a best of 11, he would need 1 more. And I'm afraid he doesn't have that 1 more pick. Considering it's only HRDT left.
Well, they're... Again, referencing back, since we don't have too much data, their no mod 3s were pretty much the exact same. Like, their seeding as it is right now, seed 21-24 is really close. And Kuda did outstorm on no mod 3. He got 16th and Danny got 17th overall. So this might be a really close one, which is kind of what I would assume, given there's not too many crazy gimmicky, crazy reading maps that Danny can pick into yet, or that are left, I guess. We'll see. This could very easily be a breakpoint, and I don't think I'd be too surprised. But if he picked it, I'm sure he thought about it. So
if it were to turn into a breakpoint, I think it would be just devastating. Because after that, then he only has hidden 1.
Yeah,
he kind of needs this. He really needs this.
And I think given that we still haven't seen the hard rock picks, like, and Danny's definitely not going to want to pitch into them, I don't think, here. Those are a lot of strong hits that I think could pretty easily get Kuda to match point.
We're just waiting for the players to ready up here. Meanwhile, we could talk about the map, but this was a more swing-oriented map, right? Not like...
I think so, and also at a lower BPM than a lot of the maps in the pool. So this is going to be a bit of an awkward test for some players, I think. Like, especially if you pick one of the speedier maps in this pool going into this one, which, you know, they picked a no mod 2. I wouldn't say it was too crazy, but it's definitely going to be a different type of tapping they're going to have to get used to.
I did see some comments talking about how this was very single tappable. So maybe it's not actually that hard to make a transition into. Maybe.
Yeah, probably so. But then again, I think given that they're probably going to be punching about even in the matchup on most of these maps, I think if their hat difference is like a huge thing, that's really gonna make it bad. And that might make the single tapping scary, because assuming they can't single tap at it, then we might see like a snowball pick.
Can Danny single tap with like the pen? That's fine.
That is
or do you think it's just gonna be
something I've never
full
thought
as
of.
How
I
shake
feel
is
like
that?
he probably is just gonna full alt it. I don't know. Guess we'll see.
Yo, can we speed this up? We're running out of things to stall out with. Like, yo,
I'm just like looking at the ref sheet and the qualifier sheet for the 5th time, assuming that something new is gonna pop up.
Is it back to lobby? Oh,
wait.
we're back.
That's
We're starting. No more stall. Let's go. Alright, quick stall with the stats for the map, 150 BPM, but it was a more swingy one, right? So it's probably not like 150 per se. AR 9.3, then it is thriving, it's not above 9.5. OD is probably fine, star rating on the lower side, but we're dealing with a slightly lower average. What the hell was that?
weird, yeah. Danny got possessed for a minute, I think, but I don't actually know what that was.
And it wasn't just Vencho either.
No,
the
it
thing
wasn't.
is like
the ad
there.
is still pretty bad for where it should be with how easy the map is right now. Because this is right before it gets into any of the more challenging patterns, if I remember. But from what we've seen, it does look like neither player is really opting into the single tapping that we were talking about. Maybe in the more challenging sections they could, but if they're not doing it here, I think they're probably just gonna go all.
That would make sense as well. I think it's just a couple players that are like the minority that would single tap this. Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, so far, except that slip up at the start, which was more like a possession, we see both players still holding very good combos here since the very start. Accuracy heavily in favor of Kuda, 4% ahead since the start of the map.
Yeah, for sure. And I think we were kind of talking about how, the map might be a little bit more awkward. It's going to be a little bit different than what they've already played, but do you think the consistency is kind of showing through on like all these types of skill sets?
Oh,
yeah.
Wait, this is bad.
That's going to be a rough one because we're already halfway through now, and I think there's only going to be one more section that's like that. But, I mean, with how tricky some of these patterns are, like, and the fact that he's holding good ads, there is a chance Kuda could get nervous and break on just about anything here. So we'll see if he can keep up
Is there a
this play.
break in this?
In the map itself?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Or if there was, it was a really short one. It's gonna be pretty consistent the whole time.
Well, after the
would've been
spinner,
here.
surely
Yeah.
there is one. Sure, no, there isn't. Never mind.
The spinner is the break.
Well, with 1/4 of the map left, we're still looking at Kuda with 700 combo. Danny misses once more, possibly sealing the deal here. Unfortunately,
No, I
this
think
is really
for
bad.
sure.
That break point is really bad here.
You know what? We didn't get to see this map in the very first match.
That is true.
This is already kind of a pretty insane play for the map. Like Kuda looking like he might coast by on a 98. FC potentially. And even if not, taking, you know, an 800k score in
900
Journey.
now.
Yeah, very good
And
play.
he will FC it. No curse will kill this man. He will get the full combo and absolutely destroy Danny in his own pick, turning this into a breakpoint. 3-2 in favor of Kuda.
A pretty huge breakpoint, like you said too, because I think given we haven't really dipped into the stuff that I would say is going to be more challenging, like the hard rock stuff, those are some pretty strong picks here. But maybe Kuda is just like, because like I said, he doesn't have too many hard rock plays that I saw on his profile. So I think this no mod play, he's just leaning into it fully. And he is, yeah, he picks no mod 4 like instantly.
And that is all the no mods. God damn. We didn't get to see no mod 4 either on last round, right?
No, I think it got banned out, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh. GG.
This is a great map, though. I especially love this difficulty. This is gonna be a tough one, because I think Danny really, really needs this one now.
He really does.
Yeah, because I see a lot of maps here with how Kuda's playing that would basically be coin flips, and I don't think you want to run your winner's bracket life on like coin flip picks at this point, so this is a pretty crucial one.
We'll be going into the 6th map of the game, the match. Slightly, actually, even a lot more techy than Quals, if I'm not mistaken, right?
A little bit, yeah. There's definitely going to be a bit more of this slider tech here, and especially some of the trade-offs between some of the sections can get especially tricky. Like these patterns going into sliders, going into these notes. Pretty easy to misread, honestly. Like if you double tap on any one of these sections, you might get a break on, you know, what should be a pretty free combo part. And here's the
I really like. Oh.
So this is a lot of the stuff I was talking about. Like messing up on any of these stats ends up, like obliterating your score for the map, and especially like going into the halfway point. I'm watching Danny shake, and I am pretty worried.
Yeah, it's just very concerning. But so far he's holding well. That slightly more heavy section. We still see both players holding full combos. They're still holding. Accuracy now in favor of Kuda. It was in favor of Danny not until longer ago. But he does still have the score advantage somehow. Oh, never mind. Kuda's accuracy just took a heavy hit.
This section,
Danny also
I don't blame him. Yeah, this is a pretty tough section in terms of like the tapping. And this is kind of the last difficult part of the map, honestly. And with both of them holding, any break here is pretty much just going to be the map.
Oh, and like you said, Danny will be the one to fall.
And I think it was literally on that type of pattern I was talking about. I think it was just a mistap or either a misread on a trade-off from a slider to some of those notes. And damn, Kuda kind of playing lights out at the moment. Dropping really insane scores back to back.
We are looking into another Kuda FC. He got cursed only once, but now has just dropped 2 back-to-back FCs. Insane stuff.
Yeah. And yeah, like I said, tragic, because that one misread wasn't even a miss at that point. It was literally just either some slider break or just accuracy down the way was literally exactly the same pretty much.
And now it's a very tricky situation. We do see the Hayden 1 pick that was expected, but after that, Looking a little grim. There's a lot of gifts. 7 in chat. I wonder why that is.
Nah, probably no specific reason. They were doing that the other day whenever I was playing, and it flashbanged me from my second monitor.
GG.
Yeah. Good pick here, though, I would say. It definitely should have come a little earlier, but maybe that's a little hindsight to think of now. This pick is, again, more consistency and more aim, but there's a lot more awkward aim in this map. So I think there's more opportunity to trip up Kuda, but I don't know. Given how he's playing, that may not be the case. I'm not too sure.
I think we can expect a very good score from Danny, but Kuda has shown us how he can also perform really well. And like, the two FCs are a statement of that, for sure. Wait, was that a miss? Or was that bench?
Looks like it was a miss. Maybe just a little late to the map.
Well, we'll be seeing a very early miss. Yeah.
Really shouldn't end up mattering in a map like this, since I think as long as their acts are around even, it's gonna be those like mid-map drops that are gonna kind of flip the map on its head. And it's really early in the map, and Danny's aim is doing Danny things, so I'm pretty worried with how awkward some of these patterns get.
But even though Danny's aim will shake you one, Kuda will be the one to drop.
Yeah.
So far looking really good for Danny.
Amazing.
Okay, no curse on that weird ass pattern. We see Kuda dropping once more. That is looking really good for Danny actually.
Yeah. And I think, like I was talking about, it's not a very mechanically difficult map, and the rhythms aren't too crazy, seeing as how they're both holding pretty good acts here. It's just that a lot of these like jumps are at spacings that you're not always ready for, or you know, not properly reading on hidden. So, especially a lot of these ones here in the Ki.
What happened to this?
Okay, I think we're good.
Okay, we're back.
Yeah.
You still see Danny holding a full combo, pushing 600 combo, and Kuda with another miss on the very low section. He just got caught by something. But Danny's still holding strong. 98 accuracy. Actually, both players' accuracy is really good. It's just the miss is making a difference now.
Amazing.
Yeah, for sure. And Danny doing.
Oh, why are we
cursor
cursing this?
dancing? Yeah.
Why are we doing that?
Honestly, he looked at the break. He saw the score. He wants to build up a little confidence. You know, get his aim kind of moving.
No.
Yeah, get his arm more warmed up for the aim here. So. And there we go.
Oh, looks like Danny got the full combo. Anyway.
Probably. I don't know. Yeah. Okay.
990k.
Nice.
Wow.
Honestly, great score. I think. So I played this map the other day, and this difficulty does not have a ton of plays. I think Danny would have gotten leaderboard on that play. Just funny. So you may want to do that later. Not sure.
Gotta do it. Oh god. Alright, we're back. We're back to Kuda's pick. This will be the last pick of the match. He really can't just do any DT.
I feel like all the pits are probably fairly good here.
Honestly,
so
yeah.
It's probably what he feels most comfortable with at the moment, which I'm not too sure. Since we haven't really seen his hard rock, maybe he doesn't want to do small circles. So DT could be a play. Especially maybe even DT1. But yeah.
I think he should DT4, like Meryl set for aura farming. He should just
that would be great. That would be a crazy score to end out the match.
But unfortunately, he might just go with something more consistent to Rain and like DT1, like you said. Could we ever see DT3 here? It is sort of consistency, it's just more finger control.
Yeah, which
throughout the entire map.
If I were to pit two maps off the top of my head that I think he could do well at right now, it probably is DT1 or DT3. Only because we haven't seen a hard rock pit yet. So DT2 is the only huge question mark for me, because I really don't think either of these players are gonna want to play into it, but it would make for a really interesting head-to-head, I think. I think that's like my sleeper pit that I want to see here.
I feel like he might go HR at some point though, because he did the 300k on HR1 last in the qualifiers.
Yeah, and if he did want to go into it, he'd have to do it now, since this will basically secure tiebreaker if he gives up a break one here. So like I said, it really just comes down to what he feels most comfortable with, given the maps that are left now.
What was HR3 about?
HR3 was the slightly awkward. What was it? The 6.5 one, right? I need to pull up the stats. We saw it last match. Yeah.
I just don't remember it very well. Yo, we really don't have anything else more to stall with. Like, can we get this figured out?
Oh wait, no, we do. I did this earlier.
Oh.
The match got started. All right. The loser of this match, important. The loser of this match is going to face the loser of Noom, yourself, versus Asu in the chat. So, you...
Guess I'm facing Danny.
Yeah. You're potentially facing, well, I mean, you're definitely going to be facing somebody from this matchup. The winner will face either of you that wins, and then the loser will go down and play, you know, whoever lost from that match. But DT2, like I talked about, this is kind of crazy.
Speed, I need this. Okay, Danny is saying, chat, how if you're ready for a masterclass, and honestly, knowing Danny's history, that is not good.
Yeah.
That is not good.
I mean, like I said, I think this is probably going to make for the most interesting matchup, because we really don't know anything about Kuda's speed here. He might just be the speed GOAT, and he might have left it for the very end. So, we'll see.
That would be a diabolical move.
Yeah.
Wait, but Danny at gaps though.
Yeah,
89.
I will say
I was wrong.
The big saving grace here too is going to be that because Danny can play at this speed, or at least, you know, can be comfortable at this speed, but because there's a lot less aim in this map, hopefully his tap bets won't be nerfing him as hard, and they both drop, so this might just turn into an ass battle.
Am I that delayed? Oh no, Kuda's still holding comp?
Oh yeah, he did. Definitely a bunch of them. Yeah. This is Raps. This is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of sitting here like kind of amazed that we didn't see a DT pitch, given I would say this is the most speed intensive map in the pool, and Kuda just did not want to pitch DT, I guess.
Maybe he just felt more confident in the Nomad ones. Or the Nomad picks, maybe.
Yeah. Which I could definitely see being the case because he scored so well on them, but kind of a blowout. Well, not kind of. Literally a fucking blowout. Really good picks from Kuda there. I think securing the break point that he did was kind of the match. And well played.
And with that, that will be GG's. Kuda will be taking out Danny of the winner's bracket, not taking out, in that sense, 5-3. Danny, like you said, will be facing loser of a match happening way later.
Yep. And now
I think the next
is chilling at the moment. He just kind of gets to wait, look at his Nets matchup, watch all the matches, and sit with a pretty comfortable 5-3 there. So, Vincey, he is going to be against either Asu or Noom. Which, I don't know, given the matchups, or like given what we just saw, he clearly looks really good at like most of the skill sets. But maybe he's just a low SR god. Hard to tell. So.
It is pretty scary. Oh, they're playing TB. Okay.
Nice.
While they do TB, we have a match happening in an hour or 30 minutes, maybe. I don't. Did they agree to playing it earlier?
I think they're both
I
here.
think
They
they
can probably
agreed to play
confirm.
earlier. Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking forward to that one. I'm definitely down to commentate that one because that should be great.
I will probably be eating because now I have to go prep my breakfast. But yeah, we'll have Hugh Cutscene in 30 minutes. Aunt probably got that. Maybe if I come back in time for it,
Sounds good.
can help as well. Like, peace.
Later. Alright, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't watch Tiebreaker. I don't know what his map looks like, but this will be hype. So. Okay, Kuda playing DT2 again.
Sie dort? Oder Kurumi trommelt auf Rototones. Mann, hat sie da Spaß.
Fantastic. Amazing. Fantastic. Amazing. Fantastic. Amazing.
Hey, dude, it's mariachi day. Excuse me.
まだまだゲームしたいけど今日はこの辺でやめようオムライスみたいに布団にくるまって今日はおやすみ
Hallo, liebe Nanase Kurumi-Fans. Kurumi im Guitar Center. Was macht sie dort? Oder Kurumi trommelt auf Rototones. Mann, hat sie da Spaß.